Hey, welcome back to Pete Plays. Here we're playing Sea of Stars, and we've almost reached it. This is the... Well, it's not the penultimate episode, but it's the penultimate thing. I didn't think this through. All right, what I'm trying to say is we are gonna check out all the things in the world. So we've got an island. We've got two islands here where we don't have everything. We got everything there. We don't have everything there. Everything there. We don't have everything there. We don't have everything on Evermist. Let's see. There's a conch left in the Elder Mist Trials. There's treasure left in Sunglow Lake. There's treasure left in Mooncradle. I should start writing these down. So Evermist, conch in Trials, treasure in Mooncradle, and something about a lake. And there's a conch in the Mountain Trail. Okay. There's two conches in the Mountain Trail? Does it just give me a random one every time, or... Let's go... Oh! Well, we're flying. Let's fly to Evermist Isle. Wait, that's not it. No, that's Sleepy Time Island. Suppose we could just go here. First, let's check our lake to make sure we've gotten all available species. Well, hey there. Hey there. Were you looking for anything in particular? None of this stuff, dude. Okay, so I did, but it said there's treasure here. Is there treasure here? Oh, there is treasure. I found some dairy. Beautiful. Well, we got treasure in the... Boy, it's... All right, your boy's left-handed now. That's not true. Okay. So Evermist lakes are a check and go there. It's kind of... I kind of like completing these games now. I don't think it's something I would want to do with every game, but with Chained Echoes and this one, I'm really enjoying it. Okay, Mountain Trail. There's still treasure, and there's still conch. It should be pretty easy, though, because I am the strongest of boys and girls. So we can just kind of run around with our big, powerful friends. I've been thinking, so this is going to be a bit of a chat and play, just Byakua's, you know, it's not going to be the most interesting episode in terms of game content, but look at his little crab. He's Leonardo da Vinci. Been thinking a lot about rubrics, and it's, you know, because I've been fortunate enough to get a job that I'm thankful for. And I do a lot of grading with rubrics. And I want to be clear that on the tiny off chance that, you know, anybody from... You jerks! on the tiny off chance that, you know, anybody from my job sees this, I just want to say, like, this is not anything about this is not about, like, my job, right? I'm enjoying my job. It makes me the money that I need to survive, right? But it's just had me thinking a lot about it because sometimes, well, I've gotten that. Sometimes when you have jobs, you give up certain things to get other things, right? So for this job, I have given up the autonomy of teaching the content that I want to teach and grading the way I want to grade for the can I go back here? For the ability to do my job online remotely, and that, you know, for it just to be the way that it goes, right? Nothing wrong with that. That being said, I am working a job that they kind of provide all the teaching materials to me. And I grade with rubrics. And that's the idea, is to keep it fair, to have the grading be uniform across a bunch of different people grading the same materials, all of that, right? And that's something that rubrics are meant to do. I don't think I need anything. That's something that rubrics are meant to do, and they're designed that way. And I don't want to be this kind of person who's just like, I hate uniformity. I hate all this stuff. Like, oh, I should have. Oh, I got all of them. Didn't even matter. But that being said, there is there's a reason that I grade the way that I do, and I tell my students in every class I teach, math does not assign you a grade. I do. And what I mean by that is your grade isn't decided by... What is this? Did I get in here? No, that's the thing, though. I need 1 or 2 more things. So, okay, that's good to know that that's where that is. We're going to just say Solstice Seal on Evermist Mountain Trail. Because I'm going to come back to that. What I mean by that is my job as an educator includes doing evaluations of the progress of my students. And I am very much a progress-based educator in that, like, I have the luxury of being in kind of a certain, being in a certain sort of field where I don't really have to, let me say it this way. My mom teaches nursing students. If those students don't get certain information, people die. That's just how nursing is, right? And also, there are... What's happening here? That's the landing. No, I don't want that. Where are the trials, though? Maybe they're the other way. There tend to be pretty cut and dry answers for a lot of the kinds of problems that nursing students are going to be encountering. Like, what is this chemical? Or what drug does a person presenting these symptoms need, right? Like that's pretty straightforward. What is this person's heart rate? Can I go back in? Yes, I must get more things. We said there was a conch in the trials. So let's go find it. Should be pretty easy. Oh, I forgot that this music kind of whips. For me, it's a lot more feel it out, right? Like if somebody gives me an answer that is close, but doesn't really get it, I can work with them. I can, oh, I shouldn't have done it like that. I don't really want to fight these guys. Now he's gonna do, what's he gonna do? Oh, he's on fire! Okay. Beep, beep. I have the luxury of not really having to worry about, well, did they get the right answer in some cases, right? Because in a lot of cases, I'm able to worry about, did they give me an answer that demonstrates growth, curiosity, creativity, something like that, right? So I think that it is incumbent upon me to like take seriously that that's where it was. I found a conch. To take seriously that like that's a way that I need to think, right? My problem with rubrics, and ultimately the reason I do not use them, aside from the fact that I find them really cumbersome to use and to refer back to and to all of this stuff, it's just like, it's a lot of work to use rubrics, right? That's not to say I'm lazy. It's just to say, like, I'm not gonna do a bunch of work for something that I don't think gives me the outcome I want. And the outcome that I want is to allow my faculty of judgment that has been honed over a decade and a half of teaching. And like, it's kind of weird to say that, and I don't want to sound like a jerk when I say it, but like, I've been teaching my whole adult life. I've learned a lot of things. I have suffered some pretty ugly failures. I have learned a lot of things. Like, I have a lot of experience, and I've been doing it longer than your average teacher, right? In lots of different kinds of settings. I'm just kind of going over this once just to make sure I don't bonk. Just to make sure I haven't missed anything. Conch in the trials. Said there was a conch in the mountain trail. So there we go. Gotta get that. So I have to use that sense of judgment to kind of decide, do I think this person has done the things that demonstrate growth, right? I don't have the luxury of... maybe it's a luxury. It's just a different way of doing things, right? Like, I'm looking for growth. I'm looking for creativity and possibility, right? I don't need a student to show me that they're not going to kill someone. In the, you know what I mean? In the sense that a nursing student does. So yeah, that's like, I take that seriously. But also what it means is I can't get really wrapped up in like my special way of doing things. it means I have to constantly sort of check the way I'm thinking about things, and acknowledge that an answer that I thought was like pretty off base or really weird and bad, like may actually have more merit to it than I was prepared to like acknowledge at first. Like I have to do that all the time. And again, like I want to do that. I like doing that. I think that's really rewarding. Ooh, you okay, bud? I think she knocked my controller off the couch. You okay, bud? So what am I talking about here? The whole thing for me is I think that rubrics actually do the exact opposite of what they purport to do, which is break down. Nope, not break down. Make I think it introduces more variables into the grading process. And that's because the act of evaluating in terms of grading is never I see the things and then I just match them with the correct thing, right? Like every time you want to say, okay, does this fit how the rubric is supposed to work? You are making a judgment about that thing's fittingness in the rubric, right? So it's not just, oh yeah, the rubric did it for me, I didn't have to make a judgment. No, you had to make a judgment about whether or not it fit the rubric. And I think that people aren't careful about that, and they use that moment of, they use that moment of, oh, well, I'll just match this up here, and they sort of turn their faculty of judgment off. And okay, I kind of don't really know where I'm going right now. Yeah, they turn that faculty of judgment off because they think, oh, this thing has given itself to me as the thing that matches the rubric. But what we all know, and this is the story of philosophy, is, does this be the way that it seems? And often it does not. And the practice of philosophy is so much about, does he have an all hit? No, it's okay. Bonk, bonk. The practice of philosophy is a lot about, hey, does this be the way that it seems? And if it does not, how do I figure out how to let it be the way that it is and not the way that I'm seeing it, right? Kind of sounds a lot like grading to me. I've gotten an answer, and this answer is striking me as off base, or it's striking me as unthoughtful, or it's striking me as cheeky or divisive, right? How do I get... Hello? Oh, okay, good. I'm back. I kind of don't know where to go. Where do I go? You follow the one road you're on. Okay, that's the place. We don't want to go there. Do I have to climb down some? How do I get down? How do I get down there? Beep-a-dee, beep, beep-a-dee, beep-a-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, here we are. Okay, I guess I go this way now. Skip. Hey. Oh yeah, I haven't been this way yet. So all that to say, like, when you've got a rubric, you're like, oh, I just match, match, match. Does this match? Nope. And now what we've done is, like, we've made the learning opportunity that the student is demonstrating through the assignment. We've made that have to be something. And I'm really wary of that. Because, one, I'm a Marxist and I'm wary of, you know, people being sort of lumped into like formations of capital that just turn them into like ways to produce stuff. But also because I think it's just kind of not a very good way of teaching, right? I want you to grow and show me what you can be, as long as it's a thing that I planned for you to be. That just doesn't sound like good teaching to me. So yeah, and it's difficult. I'm not trying to throw shade on anybody or say that anybody who grades with a rubric is bad or isn't doing good education, because I think there are situations where they're really, really important. One of them being something like, hey, we got to make sure everybody does a very similar process for checking in a patient or for investigating. Yeah, there we go. Is there a way to just leave the area? I don't think there is. What's that over there? How do I get over there? I don't know that I can. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. How? Okay, well, what's over here then? Because there's something down there, right? Okay. Well, the cool thing is once we reach the end of a place, we can just go back in our boat. A treasure left in Moon Cradle. Okay, we need to go to Moon Cradle. That might be it. Oh, conch left in the Forbidden Cavern, so we got to go to Moon Cradle anyway. Okay. Oh, well. Oh, no, I went to this Solstice Shrine. Okay. I think this is the Forbidden Cavern. So we can go back into here and see if we can find... Oh, crud. Did he say treasure or conch in the Forbidden Cavern? I don't know. But for something like, hey, what are some skills you're working on? Like... I don't know, these quote-unquote sort of softer kinds of things that don't require a really rigid level of specificity. I don't think we should be using rubrics. I think we should be trusting teachers. And, you know, with trust comes... a lot. What's happening here? With great trust comes great responsibility, or something like that, right? Teachers need to be trustworthy, right? I don't know, man. This might take more than one episode, you know. Hello? Oh, what is? Oh, this is where I fought Boo Boo McBoober. Was this my first boss up in here? Y'all gonna make me fight this boss up in here? Up in here. But there is nothing remaining. Wait. What's this all about? What's all this saying? Oh, well. Oh, hello? No. Ooh, spooky time music there, though. Well, we didn't go over here, so let's check over here. Especially early on, before I kind of really got a feel for, like, what are the conchas for, and, like, how do I kind of find stuff. I wasn't super vigilant about finding everything. Whoa. So, some of these early areas are definitely gonna have some stuff that I'm gonna have to find. Let's go. Oh, you know what? Let's do a swappity. Yay, goodbye! Goodbye to spikes. Oh. I vaguely remember doing this. Man, this was 40 episodes ago, you know? Oh, well. Oh! Oh, that's how you get up there, isn't it? All right. And we're back. Oh. Combing through, aren't we? And I guess we hop down here. Woo! I'm not seeing much that's kind of like shouting out to me as if it were... Because usually there's at least like some sliver of something. Is this going to take me out? Yeah, that's not what I want. I'll hop back in the... A conch in the Forbidden Cavern. There's 2 conches apparently in the Forbidden Cavern. Or maybe just 1. Well, let's go to Moon Cradle and see if we can't find this treasure. Also, we need to find an innkeeper for Mirth, which means we're going to have to do the sort of dirty work of talking to everybody. And while I'm doing that, I don't think I'm going to be reading all of that. What is this? This shelf is especially well organized. Well, congratulations to that shelf. Is anybody want to be an innkeeper? I would like at a certain point in the game for everybody to stop being so sad about Garl. Wow, that sounded more cruel than I meant it. I just mean like at a certain point, what's your deal? I'm eager to work in the field again. Thanks. Okay. So this guy's messy. But someone over there is organized. See, that's the kind of thing that makes me think, is there something here? But I don't know. Anyway, that's probably all I've got on rubric chat. But, yeah, that's just something I've been thinking about. And, oh, maybe you. No. That person is sleeping. Just a bunch of old books. Just a bunch of old books. That potion certainly did kind of look like it was something important, but meh. What about you? Thanks again. For what? I don't remember. Me neither. Okay, goodbye. He was a good friend. The best of friends, really. Ah! Stinkwinkle. Well, there's not much going on. I wonder if it's in the academy, maybe? I don't really have... Wait, did I go in here? No, I think I did. Yeah. That was the inn. There was no room at the inn for my treasure. Ba boo ba. Ba boo ba. Ba ba da ba ba da da da. I'm pretty sure I've been down here. Huh. Kind of wish I could hop down in there. Because again, it just kind of vaguely looks like something I should be able to do, you know? But I also have Chained Echoes on the brain because a friend of the show, Patrick, told me he started watching it again. Man, I just love that guy too. Patrick, if you're watching this, I feel about you the way that everybody feels about Garl. Just powerfully loyal. You're always putting people's like needs and desires above your own and loving doing that. You're just the kind of person the world needs about 100,000 more of, you know? And that's why I love you, man. So there you go. Be like Patrick. Be like Garl. We're going to go up into Super Duper Academy. This has been a real old school chat 'em up Pete Plays episode. At a certain point, I suppose I can... Hey, it's good to see you two. Doing all right out there in the world? What, do you want to come be an innkeeper, my guy? Please? Oh, that's right. I forgot we got the office key. This is new. Ha 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 ha. Moonstone Bracer. Magic attack plus 10. Lunar shield costs. Yes. Yo, I gotta give that to my girl. That rules. Okay, what do we got over here? Yeah, definitely, man. What? Okay. I guess I just assumed Teeks would pop up and say something. But is not to be. Okay. There's less to this office than I supposed there would be. See, look, there's like a landing up there, huh? No, nothing. Nothing happening with moving the stars around and such. What's your beef? Erlene and Bruges. They were always so nice to me. I don't know what to make of this. Well, they made poor choices. Oh, I can't. A rack filled with wooden training weapons. As also that. Yep, not much going on out here. I don't see much. It is kind of nice to just kind of... Hey, do you want to run an inn? No? Okay, well, sorry. There's not much going on here. Ooh, what's this? But this crystal is still up there. Do we not see the crystal? Just we don't want to grab the crystal that definitely looks like we should grab it. All right. I think that's it. I mean, we're going to have to find out from Bok Magok, which is what I've decided to name our rooster, what is still left. We found treasure in Mooncradle, because I guess the academy is technically in Mooncradle. And I gotta decide what I'm gonna do. And if I want... Oh, okay. And decide if I want to do the rest of the sort of like finding stuff off camera or in like a bonus episode or something. Because I really thought I would be able to knock everything out in just one, and this one has been... Let's check. This one has been almost a Pete Plays the Movie, and we did not find all of it. So... I don't know, man. Bing, bing, bing. Well. Well. Back to Bok. Bok Magok, speak to me. Treasure left in Mooncradle. And a conch left in the Forbidden Cavern. All right, well. Need to progress further first. I'm pretty sure that Still Pond Island, once I catch all the fish, something will happen there. Need to go into Kiln Mountain. There's a conch left in the sealed Dokari ruins. There's conch left. Good there. Wraith Island. Flooded. Ooh, yeah, I gotta go back to the flooded graveyard. Haven't been there in a while. All right, well, we're gonna call it here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll figure it out. But I want to get everything so I can get all the stuff and the best ending, or whatever ending happens when you get all the stuff. So we'll see you next time on Pete Plays. Bye.
You said, "Hi, welcome to Pete Plays."
Hi, welcome to the authoritarian takeover of Pete Plays.
What everyone does in the face of attack. Endlessly spin the ship.
Hey, remember when one shark attacked me?
Up from the grave he rose!
Thanks for the coins. Here's my poster.
The name is Ramen Flowbottom.
I hope they remember you, shark.
Orlington.
No! I'm trying to not get hit by these things!
Everything's normal.
Shimbo.
Okay.
Consider this interview concluded.